Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Pretty in Punk, the punk rock podcast. My name is Fiona, and I'm your host and girly girl guide to punk and rock music and everything in between. And we are here with a very special holiday edition of Pretty in Punk. Today, I'm doing a holiday gift guide for punk fans, whether that be for a friend or a family member, or even just for yourself, a Christmas gift to yourself. I'm here to give you some inspiration that are from small businesses. And to get into the holiday spirit, I do have a pink Santa hat that I can't even lie matches perfectly with the Pretty and Punk colors. So this was a perfect find. I'm very happy with this. And real quick, I do want to say before we get into the entirety of this episode, if you are listening to this on streaming, I definitely recommend watching this on video, as a lot of the gifts need like a visual to go with it, and a picture will be shown on screen, as well as the name of the seller for each item. I will be showing that on screen as well. So I just want to give you a heads up, if you are a Spotify, Apple Music, etc. listener, I do recommend watching on video. So you can find that in the bio of my socials and in the show notes of wherever you're listening to on streaming as well. Of course, you can listen on streaming, but I just think that this will be a more fun episode for you if you watch it, so you can really get the full picture. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's get into my holiday gift guide. I have found over 30 gifts for you, and all of these are from Etsy, and they are by small independent sellers, artists, creators, businesses. And I really wanted to showcase small businesses, especially because Small Business Saturday is coming up. That is the day after Black Friday. And I think that it is just such an important time of year to support small businesses and small creators. Supporting these creators isn't just about the cool, unique, handmade, one-of-a-kind gifts. It's about investing in real people, real passion, and real communities. As this is a punk-based podcast, punk has always been about DIY, individuality, and supporting small independent creators. And what better way to embody that than by shopping small this holiday season? So let's skip the big box stores and the big corporations, and let's show some love to those who really pour their all into their craft. And that being said, I will have a link to all of these gifts in the YouTube description or in the show notes, so that way you can go ahead and shop from these creators. And I definitely urge you to check out their shops as well, because so many of these small businesses and artists, they have shops that are completely dedicated to punk and rock music. And even if some of them that isn't the whole shop, there are so many other great gifts that you can find by these small creators. So I really urge you to check them out and support them this holiday season. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I've broken these all up into categories, and the first category is wrapping paper. So the first wrapping paper I want to showcase is from the shop The Cosmic Snails, and this one has a bunch of different album covers and some flyers and some posters, just all in a collage. And this one is really, really cute if you have a friend or a family member that is a really big punk fan of all different punk bands. I think this is perfect for them, and they can see some of their favorite artists on there. I have another wrapping paper that is kind of similar to that one as well. It is from the shop VS Tati I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not saying that right, I do apologize. This one is really cool. It's a bunch of vintage flyers and posters from punk shows. I love this one. I have another one from the shop Have You Seen the Paper? And this one is just a punk inspired artwork that is all over the wrapping paper. This one I love. And the last wrapping paper that I have is from the shop Cryptid Art, and it's a Misfits wrapping paper for all of you fellow Misfits fans out there. This one showcases the Crimson Ghost with a Santa hat on, and it says Misfits Xmas. So I think that is so cool, so cute. So I think wrapping paper, as I said, is just, it's a cute way to kind of personalize your gift even more, and especially that it is from small creators. What is better than that? So the next category that I have is Christmas ornaments, and in my family, Christmas ornaments are very special. We usually get a new ornament for big milestones, special moments. Anytime I travel somewhere, I get a Christmas ornament, and Christmas ornaments are just very special to me. So I wanted to find some punk Christmas ornaments. There were so so many on Etsy, of course, and many by the shops that I am featuring as well. So I picked out another few favorites that really stood out to me, whether they were my favorite band or I just thought that they were really cool. So the first is from the shop called I Love Playing with Fire. And as per the shop, I just want to read this off real quick. These are all hand wood burned and painted on 3-inch wooden ornaments. They're all double-sided and can be customized. If you want a favorite lyric or a song title, you can message the seller after your purchase for that. And they have so many bands on here. I love these. I love a wooden Christmas ornament. I think they're so Christmassy and cute. The next one is for all of you NoFX fans out there, and this is from the shop Wasp Engravings, and it is just a green NoFX logo ornament. And I'm sure if there is any band that you or a friend or family member likes, you can find a logo ornament for them. So use this as inspiration as well. But I personally do love NoFX. I'm such a fan of them, and I really like this ornament, and I like how vibrant it is. And the shop has a bunch of other music related ornaments and logo ornaments as well. Next up is from the shop Christmas Custom Made. This is so cute. It is a Green Day drum kit for all of you Green Day fans. It's so cute. It's 3-dimensional and it looks like an actual drum kit, just miniatures. So I love it. And this is for all of you Green Day fans. This is a must have. Or if you know someone that is a diehard Green Day fan, I think they would really love this. And of course, it is handmade and it's double-sided as well. Next up from the shop Spark It Designs, we have some rock inspired ornaments they're all 3-dimensional based off of album covers. There are a few different options on here. For example, they have the American Idiot Green Day Grenade. There's one that's also inspired by an Audio Slave album cover. So there are a few options on there, and these are really, really cool. And I love like the effort that has gone into these ones. Next up, this one isn't for a specific band, but I think this could be great for any music lover, especially a rock music fan. And this is from the store Love and Victory, and it is a little crate of records. I think this is so cute, especially if you know someone that collects records. I think this is perfect for them. I personally have a record collection, so this is adorable. It's so, so cute. And this ornament is made from hand-blown glass. This next one is from the shop The Bolo Co. and they are Nirvana cassette tape ornaments. I love this. I think this is so creative. I never would have thought to turn an old cassette tape into a Christmas ornament, but I love this idea. Very, very cool, very unique, and perfect for any Nirvana fan. Next up, I picked out a few Christmas cards. This is a time of year where we are sending cards to friends and family from all over. So if you know someone that is a punk or a rock fan, or if you just want to send out punk-based cards, if you are a punk fan, these are perfect for you. This first one, I love. It's Punk Santa. So cute, so funny, and it's from the shop Art Prints Cards Gifts. Next up from the shop Gutter Saint Press, we have one that is inspired by the Rancid and Out Come the Wolves album cover. It says Santa and Out Come the Reindeer, and it is the album cover with the Santa hat added to it. These next two are from the same shop. Art by Art Squared is the name, and this one is inspired by The Clash and their album London Calling, and it says Slay the Holiday, and it's the album cover with a Santa hat added to it. And we also have one inspired by the Ramones and their self-titled album, and they're all wearing elf and Santa hats, which is super funny. And of course, had to add in a Misfits card in there. This one is from the shop Nate Bibod, I want to say is the name. Again, I'm sorry if I am mispronouncing your name. My apologies. But this one is the Crimson Ghost with a Santa hat on it, and it says Merry Christmas. Love that. My next category is mugs. I am a big coffee and tea person. So like if I'm doing a Secret Santa with friends or with family, or if someone doesn't know what to get me a cute mug, especially one that is custom or is handmade. I love a cute mug. So I picked out a few that I think you guys will like as fellow punk fans. The first one is from the shop Rad Retail, and it's Descendants inspired, and it says Kids on Coffee, and it's inspired by the I Don't Want to Grow Up album cover. And I do want to shout out this shop as well because because this one I immediately loved. For all my friends that also listen to punk music, I'm definitely getting them gifts from this seller. They have a few like Misfits tumblers and mugs and glass bottles as well. So definitely recommend this shop. This one definitely caught my eye. Next up, we have another mug from the shop, the Cosmic Snails. And I mentioned this shop earlier for the wrapping paper. I believe they were the first shop I mentioned. And this mug is very, very similar, if not exactly the wrapping paper that this shop also has, but it is just put onto a mug. So if you want to gift this mug to somebody, you can even wrap it in that wrapping paper as well and really have everything matching and super personalized. This next mug is one of my favorites. It's from the shop Enjoy Tiramisu. I love that shop name also, and it is Black Flag inspired, and it is the Black Flag logo, but instead of Black Flag, it says Black Coffee, and of course, Black Flag have a song called Black Coffee, so this is perfect. This is so cute. I kind of want this mug for myself. I'm not going to lie. This last one is from the shop Punk Rock Vendor, and this is another shop I really recommend if you are really looking for some punk gifts or just a fun gift for yourself. They have a bunch of mugs too that are all punk and rock and a lot of just other pop culture inspired mugs as well. And this one I was really drawn to, and it is Operation Ivy themed. Okay, so the last category is just a miscellaneous category because I found a bunch of gifts, and a lot of these I couldn't find other gifts that also fit into a similar category. So I wanted to just make a whole category for a bunch of random punk gifts that are, of course, all handmade. A lot of them are personalized, and a lot of these are very unique as well. And me personally, I that's what I love. I love giving people things that maybe they wouldn't expect as a gift. So I think this category is really going to inspire you, and you can use this as a basis for other gifts as well. So maybe if one of these gifts you don't love that band specifically that is featured with said gift, you can use that as inspiration for another gift. So this first one is rock in general, not just punk, and it is a periodic table of rock music poster. So all of the periodic elements have bands that correlate to the letters. I thought this was super cool, especially if you have a friend or family member or someone who is not only a punk music fan, but maybe they're into science, they work in science, they're a science teacher, they can hang this in their classroom. I think that would be such a cute idea, actually. Next up, these next few are all from the same shop, and this shop is called Rock Clocks, and they are all rock and punk inspired clocks. Now, they have so many on their page, so I chose a few that were my personal favorites, but go to their shop and check them out because they are so talented and I love so many of them, but I just wanted to showcase a few. The first one that I chose is a Misfits clock. They also have some that are shaped like guitar picks, and I also chose a Green Day one. But again, go down the list. There are so many on this shop that I think you guys will all like if you are fellow rock or punk music fans. Now, real quick, I just want to read this off from the shop. These are all one of a kind and they are all working clocks. You can actually hang this on your wall and check the time from this clock. It is not just a cool decoration, although it is also useful. The next shop is Attic Cat Designs, and they have a punk rock 2025 desktop calendar. So if you know someone that has a desk at their office or even a home office, I think this is perfect. I love a cute calendar. It makes your workspace more fun and more enjoyable, especially if it is something that is personalized or fun for you, something you enjoy. Next up is from the shop Jersey Fresh Creations, and these are some punk coasters. This is another one like the clocks. If you have someone who has like a really cool basement, a cool music room, this would be a really cool thing to have in there. You can choose a set of 2, 4, or 6 coasters, and they have a bunch of punk bands such as Black Flag, Descendants, Misfits, Minor Threat, The Clash, Adolescents. There's a lot on there, and these are all homemade and made to order as well. And also from this shop, they have a few different coaster options, and they have one that's all 90s rock. So we have Nirvana, Stone Temple Pilots, Green Day, Blink-182, Weezer, Smashing Pumpkins. There's so many on this one as well. This next one, I Love. I think this is one of my favorite things on this list. It's a punk rock activity book. How fun is that? I think that's so cute. It's a 25-page activity book that focuses on 70s and 80s punk. We have word searches, color by number, matching games. There are a bunch of different activities in here, and a lot of these are some of my favorite bands and some of my favorite albums that are featured in here as well. So this is so cute. I feel like this would be really fun to pull out on a rainy day. So, this is such a great idea. When I saw this immediately, I was like, this has to be on my list. And if you know someone that is a punk music fan, they definitely would not expect this. This is adorable. If you are looking for something homemade and something really unique, put this on your gift list. Next up is just one specific shop that I want to feature, and I actually have been following this person on Instagram for years. Their shop name is Bae's Strangeland. Again, hope I'm pronouncing that right. But this shop makes Green Day inspired keychains and pins for all of my fellow Green Day fans out there. We have Nimrod, Kerplunk, American Idiot. We have the Punk Bunny, Warning, some Dookie inspired pins as well. You name it. And they are all handmade. So definitely check that shop out if you are a Green Day fan. Everything on there is so cute and so well done. And lastly on this list, I do want to feature another shop as well. And this is from the shop Punk Rock Clocks, but they have more than clocks. So first off, we have guitar pick necklaces, and they're all inspired by various bands and album covers. Bad Religion, Misfits, Green Day, there's a bunch. This is another shop I really urge you to go to and check out. I am sure you will find a punk gift that you want or a loved one wants on here. This shop is great. So they do also, of course, have clocks as well that are made from vinyl records. They have one group that I really liked that was all first wave UK punk inspired. We have Sex Pistols, The Damned, The Clash, Addicts, UK Subs. There's a bunch on there, and there's a bunch of different groups of clocks as well. And to go along with the necklaces, they sell guitar pick earrings as well. How cute is that? I feel like that would be so fun to wear these earrings to a concert that you're going to of one of your favorite bands. They have Descendants, Black Flag, Fear, The Clash, Bikini Kill. There's a bunch on here. So again, this is another shop that I really think you could just have fun scrolling, seeing what they have, and definitely check them out for some other gift ideas as well. All right, everyone. So that is it for this year's 2024 Pretty in Punk holiday gift guide. And I think this is going to be a staple for me, something that I do every single year. Again, I love supporting small businesses, and Etsy is always my go-to for checking out small businesses, supporting them, and gifting for the holiday season and just all year round. Birthdays as well. Of course, these gifts can be used for birthdays, anniversary, whatever gift giving holiday or day you may have in mind. These are not just Christmas, they can really be used whenever. And again, just take a look on Etsy and see what else is out there, and take a look at other small shops as well. There are so many small shops that promote themselves online, like on Instagram and TikTok as well. So if you are looking to shop small this holiday season, which you definitely should, do some looking, do some research, and find some shops to support. And of course, shop local as well, local businesses and storefronts that are family owned or locally owned. Check those out as well. Those are always a great place to shop and support this holiday season. But I really hope that this gift guide gave you some inspiration for giving to your friends and family, or maybe even to yourself. I mean, for me personally, there are definitely a lot of things on this list that I may just have to buy for myself because they are really cute and just cool and personalized. And again, just as a reminder, I will have a link to the holiday gift guide in the YouTube description, in my link tree, which is in all of my socials, and as well as in the show notes of this episode if you are listening on streaming. But with all that being said, thank you all so much for listening. If you want to stay tuned and see updates on Pretty in Punk, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Pretty in Punk Pod. There I will post updates and short clips, so definitely follow me on there for some more content. You can listen on all streaming platforms as well: Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, you name it, I'm on there. Pretty in Punk, the punk rock podcast, and YouTube as well, just the same name. And I do post new episodes every single Friday, so thank you so much for listening, and I will see you in the next episode.